Morning, everyone. I'm just getting ready to go and have my breakfast. Today was supposed to be a carbon copy of yesterday, and I believe it's going to be. I think we just have a moment right now where the sun is just shining through our window. Yeah, you can see the clouds in the distance, but it's cool. I think I'll double my layers up, and I can always pull layers off. It was getting mighty cold by the end of the day yesterday. Let's finish getting ready. I'm all packed. Just gonna load up the bike, go have breakfast, come back.
All right, I'm sitting in Blast. That's the restaurant at the gatehouse here. And just looking outside, the treetops are blowing for sure, so looks like it's going to be windy again. Probably very much like yesterday, so we're just going to try and take it easy. It's 250 kilometers ride today, and we're ending up in a town called Westport. I enjoy my coffee. Hopefully that doesn't add to the jitters. And go throw the gear on and get going. Take it easy.
Say goodbye to the Gateway Lodge. Sunny right now. Let's get with it. Only deal with the wind, I hope. Fingers crossed. Here we go. At least my face shield is nice and clean today. That's a beautiful castle. Until we get into that wind, it's going to be warm now because I'm dressed up on layers. So, lovely breakfast, not a bad stay. Just gets noisy around check-in time. Otherwise, pretty good. And that was an accommodation booked by Celtic Rider, so looks like they look after you nicely. My turn there. Nice and easy day. Basically, when you see these signs that say slow on the road, riding, listen to it. They can get tight. Today's main stop is another archaeological site known as the Caja Fields, which is on the west coast of Ireland, north of Ballycastle. As you will hear over this video, I've had some issues with figuring out how to pronounce that Irish word properly. Along the way, I saw some road work where they were applying broken lines to the sides of the roads, which I really appreciate as it provides room for slower vehicles to pull over and allow faster traffic to go by. Riding along, I decided to make a stop. Right here. Drumcliff. I had remembered that this small town of Drumcliff had a notable figure buried at one of its churches. So I wandered in to have a look. Hi.
How are you?
Good. I should have brought some coin with me so I could leave a donation. Hi. St. Columba's Church of Ireland is the final resting place of famed Irish poet William Butler Yeats. He had died in France in 1939. However, his remains were brought home in 1948 and reinterred here. Cast a cold eye on life, on death. Horsemen pass by. W.B. Yeats, June 13th, 1865, January 28th, 1939. Well, that was interesting. I have to say, literature was never my strong point, and certainly isn't. For God's sakes, I can barely talk. But I'm going to definitely learn about Yeats. Departing Drumcliff, I set my next destination and got back on the road. I rode on for quite some time through several small towns and villages, with beautiful old churches, buildings, rivers, and bridges. As well, I rode along some more of the beautiful Irish countryside. Continuing on this lengthy part of the ride, I could see the weather in the distance.
and I could feel the wind slowly growing stronger again. Ultimately, I'm heading towards the coast so I can visit the Caja Fields. The Caja Fields are the largest Neolithic site in Ireland and the oldest known walled fields on the planet. They have been dated back to 3,500 BC. The word Caja means flat-topped hill fields, and they are the location of an ancient farming community. The walls here were not actually used for defense, rather they were used simply to surround the fields. Well, you've got to be kidding.
Okay. I'm in my room of the next accommodations. I probably shouldn't sit down because I'm soaking wet. Got a nice view outside, a little courtyard. The room is lovely. Really quite comfortable. That was quite the morning and afternoon. Yesterday I said, hey, at least tomorrow the winds can't get worse. Well, they were worse. So, morning at least was nice and sunny for most of it. Just little periods of rain here and there. Just windy. And then I went to get to the Ceide Fields. The Ceide Fields. Ceide? I think it's called Ceide Fields. The Ceide Fields. And it was closed. And just as I arrived there, the wind just kicked up. Crazy. So, disappointingly, the Ceide Fields, hope I'm saying that correctly, the Neolithic site is closed. I'm assuming it's because of COVID. They're having problems finding staff. Do I climb the fence and take a look? It was brutal windy. And it was like, no, I'm not going to bother. I drove a little bit further, got down to a treed area here, which is right here. And it's blocking the wind beautifully for me. And the sun came out. You can see off in the distance, nasty rain. Anyways, we're on the ocean. That's just beautiful. And I guess we'll just continue on. So no stop. No pictures, no video. Yeah, that was tiring. And then one of the roads I was supposed to take was closed because it was damaged and flooded or something. So I had to find a detour around that, which I did. But it was so windy. It is so windy. Okay, there we are. So I go that way?
Yeah. That road there coming up.
And then take that road. And then we moved on to the Ballet Croy National Park. Literally, as I got there, it started to cloud over and the wind was super strong. It's big open bog fields. And I was really kind of interested in getting to the visitor center and checking that out. But man, that storm just came in and I could see it. And I was like, stopping is a bad idea. And the rain came in sheets. And I think my camera died, unfortunately, just before it kind of really kicked in. And that sucks. So I tried to stop and I was like, do I get another battery out? If I pull this open, it's going to get destroyed from the weather. So, and then the temperature dropped probably 1 degree every 3 minutes. I felt like it was 2 degrees outside. The highest speed I could do was about 60K, and the wind was coming across the side and the sheets of rain, and I started to feel the shivers kick in. So I'm glad to be here. I stopped to get gas just before I got here, and I walk out of the gas station after paying, and it is sunny, beautiful weather. And between there and the hotel, all of 22 kilometers from my shells were pretty much dried. So my bum is wet and I'm sitting on my bed like a dummy. Anyways, I'm gonna go get my bags, get changed, have a shower, and then we'll go explore this town. It's 10 minutes to 4 in the afternoon. we're gonna head out into Westport and see what's out there. Just to give you an idea of the kind of place you might expect to be staying in when you take a Celtic Rider tour, we'll go take a look. This is the reception. There's a bar in there. I guess that goes down to the car park. So I believe that's where I'm gonna have my breakfast. Oh, so there you go, the Cobbler's Bar that we were just in. And that's the nicer restaurant you have. It's a lovely, lovely accommodation. Wine bar. All right, so this is the square in the town of Westport. I guess they call it the Diamond down here. This is the exterior of the hotel I'm staying in. So we're just gonna take a little walk down the sidewalk and see what else we see. This place behind me is the hostel in town, called the Old Mill Hostel. Looks really nice. Lots of people, it's a busy place. The winds are still freaking high though. What I would love to find is a camera shop. See if we could buy a couple of SD cards would be ideal. It is a busy place. You know what I do need is an Irish sticker to put on my motorcycle. And this is exactly the kind of shop to find that. You sell anything that says Ireland on it?
Yeah.
You know the little oval Ireland stickers?
Yeah, they're next door.
Next door.
It's in there, yeah.
Let's go next door and see what they got. Thomas Moran. I like to put stickers on my motorcycle hard cases for the places I've been, even though I haven't brought the motorcycle there sometimes. Way too expensive to ship it to here just for 13 days. That's exactly what I've been looking for. Okay, exciting. I got exactly what I was looking for. At my first stop. Okay, next. See if we can find some SD cards. So the young lady at that other store told me that the pharmacy might have something that I'm looking for. And there's the photo section. That's a good sign. That would be roughly about 6 times the price from home. So we're gonna wander a little bit further and see what else we find. At that point, I'm gonna sit down tonight for a couple hours and delete stuff that I don't need. Still lots of wind. Let's hope this wind goes away tomorrow. So according to the Celtic Rider tour, tomorrow would be day 4 of my 9-day trip. And it's supposed to be one of the best riding days of your life. So I'm hopeful that the weather is much more agreeable. Today, unfortunately, was a bit of a blowout. It was amazing and beautiful, but the most beautiful part, I think, I was going through that Croy Park and couldn't see much more than, 50 feet ahead of me clearly. So, and I was kind of on an angle the whole time. So so I'm a little disappointed that I couldn't go and visit the, I think it's called Ceide Fields. I think they might have made some really neat photo opportunities, but the place was closed, the gate was locked. There was one little road that kind of went up, and I probably would have gone up there if it wasn't just torrential at that point, but it literally just started to go, and it was like, nope, it's rain, it's crap. And by the way, you're gonna ride on a 40-degree angle or whatever. Wouldn't mind stopping for a Guinness. That may be the next on the agenda. I'm gonna walk up here a little further, and then perhaps I will find a suitable establishment to fulfill my need. Let's check that out. No, too smoky. So yes, I found a pub. I'm having my pint. Editing some videos, some photos. I think I'll have some dinner. Well, I just had a gentleman talk my ear off. He was every stereotype you've ever seen in a bar in Ireland that you've ever, oh my God. It was fantastic. No, that was great. What was it called? That was McCarthy's right there in the corner.
as close to a stereotype I could possibly find. But I gotta say, the whole stereotypes of Ireland and people's accents is not true. That's a freaking cereal box. It's like 6 o'clock now, and this town is not busy at all anymore. I just dropped my camera bag off, and I'm going to take one more walk around town and see if I can find a pub that I feel like sitting down at. If not, I might just eat in my room. Who knows? I just looked at the weather report, and tomorrow looks like another crappy day. It's not 100% chance of rain, it's 80% chance, but it looks like it's all day. Fingers crossed the wind is down a bit. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. I just tripped. On the next episode, it's a rough start to the day.
I think I've picked up a little bug of some sort. Weather is saying the rain is kind of possible, but it certainly doesn't look like it's going to be like yesterday at all, so I'm feeling better.
I decide to go visit a mountainous manor. Look at this place behind me right there. I check out some of the equine islanders. Lovely. And wander around a fabulous walled garden.